The innovation and planning IP iteration occurs every program increment and serves multiple purposes. It acts as an estimating buffer for meeting PI objectives and provides dedicated time for innovation, continuing education, PI planning, and inspect and adapt events. SAFe has an intense focus on continuous customer value delivery, and people are busy on working on the features they committed to during PI planning. Every iteration counts, and the teams are mostly heads down, delivering near-term value. One iteration after another, the solution marches closer to market. The attention to solution delivery is intense and unrelenting. Of course, a focus on one thing, delivery, can lead to a lack of focus on another, innovation. Given the constant urgency for delivery, there's a risk that the tyranny of the urgent will override any opportunity to innovate. To address this, SAFe provides dedicated innovation and planning iterations, which are a key aspect of the lean enterprise's broader innovation culture. Innovation and planning iterations provide a regular, cadence-based opportunity every program increment, or PI, for teams to work on activities that are difficult to fit into continuous, incremental value delivery pattern. These may include time for innovation and exploration beyond the iterations dedicated to delivery, work on technical infrastructure, tooling, and other impediments to delivery, education to support continuous learning and improvement, cross-training to develop skills in new domains and development, languages, and systems, dedicated time for the inspect and adapt event, backlog refinement, including final prioritization of features using weighted shortest job first, and PI planning final integration of the solution, including verification and validation if releasing on the PI boundary, final user acceptance testing and documentation, and any other readiness activities that are not feasible or economical to perform every iteration. One of the pillars of the SAFe Lean Agile mindset is innovation. But finding time for ideation and change in the midst of delivery deadlines can be difficult to say the least. To this end, many enterprises use IP iterations for research and design activities such as hackathons. The PI system demo occurs at the end of each PI. It is the integrated presentation of the work of all the teams on the train, done in a staging environment which emulates production as closely as possible. For arts that are part of a solution train, the PI system demo feeds into the aggregate solution demo, which also takes place during the IP iteration. It's a more structured and formal affair, as it demonstrates the accumulation of all the features and capabilities developed over the course of the entire PI for a solution train. During PI planning, the ARC does not plan features or stories for the IP iteration, providing a buffer or extra time to the teams for responding to unforeseen events, delaying results from dependencies and other issues, increasing their ability to meet team and program PI objectives. This buffer substantially increases the predictability of the program's outcomes, which is extremely important to the business. However, routinely using that time for completing work is a failure pattern. Doing so defeats the primary purpose of the IP iteration, and innovation will likely suffer. Teams that must take care that this estimating guard band does not merely become a crutch.